reasons that we get. There's stuff that we can't really control, like locations, a bit harder. If somebody's in, for example, Auckland, and they've got to, go cross town, that's hard. But things like pay, one of the main reasons we hear people leaving their role is boredom. So they stuck in a rut just doing the same thing daily, financial statements for 3 years. Work flexibility, obviously that's changed a lot over the last couple of years. And again, potentially things, this is a big one that we're seeing at the moment, things that were sort of offered maybe pre-COVID by a business. Obviously, COVID has impacted the business and maybe can't be delivered now, but there's been no conversation since. So there's a lot of candidates sort of sat in their jobs going, well, I was sort of told I could have this, but it's not happened. So to break down what you can do, pay is a tough one. Pay is what it is. If someone's motivated by money, it's either in the budget or it's not. And that's sort of where that sits. But in terms of that boredom piece, people seem to have the perspective that they go to the commercial space. It's something different, it's something interesting. So we are seeing businesses starting to operate on a 6 monthly review model as opposed to 12 months. 12 months is a very long time, and someone can get disenchanted quite easily over a 12-month period. So that 6-month check-in, make sure that everything's okay. Is there anything we can give you work-wise that would keep you engaged? Someone who's learning is less likely to leave. If they're still getting value out of working for you, then they're likely to stay. So that's one of the big things that we're seeing. The other thing as well is clear KPIs or goals around promotions. And with, again, COVID, and many candidates we spoke to were like, well, promotions have just not happened this year. And there's no clear communication as to why or what they've done wrong or what they needed to do to make that happen. So again, communication around that a little bit as well, in ideally a 6-monthly sort of review. And then also probably the last thing, the big key area where people leave would be when they become qualified. They get their chartered accountants. So it's probably almost somewhat expecting that. So don't wait until they become a CA and cross your fingers and hope that they stay. Have a conversation 6 months prior to that happening. What are your aspirations? Where do you see yourself in 12 months? And maybe sort of hitting that head on, because someone that might start thinking about commercial might still have another 2 years in your business before they need to do that. There could be other things that you could be doing. So yeah, that's probably some of the key things you can do to sort of retain those people.